Well, we've reached the end of another year. I'm not one for new year, new me, or even really resolutions, but as I look at this wall, I do have some thoughts going into 2018. This wall really represents my life. It's got those goals I haven't achieved yet, like learning to play clawhammer on the banjo, or how to make music with this MIDI controller I got on sale a year or so ago. There's that language I still don't understand, some memories of a life I no longer live, and that massive project I've been trying to put together for years now. A bit of my ego can be seen, but it's also filled with memories, like the first major event I got to be a part of, or the first time I used a spray can artistically. All of this is mixed in with a dozen other memories and ideas. And looking back, 2017 was a good year. It didn't feel like I traveled much, but I did get to go down to Alabama to finish up that project that Nick and I haven't finished yet. And I had the biggest trip of my life, going completely solo with almost no plans to Australia. Though, I got this Aussie-style hat in California the year before. And I managed to get a good start on understanding coffee in a deeper way. Though the last year felt a little more stagnant than years before, I've become really pleased with the company I keep for the first time, and the value I've found in some unlikely friends. I think I'll look back at this year as the seed for 1,000 wonderful things to come. But it's time to clean up the clutter, to enter 2018 with a little more focus. Resolution is the wrong word for what I'm working on here. I like the word focus because it's somewhere to set my sights, even though I'll almost certainly fail some of these things. I'm not resolute on any of these, but I plan to be focused on them. The first one is I'd like to spend a few hours on a solo graph piece at least once per month. Something a little bigger than I am, but nothing huge necessarily. I'm pulling night shifts removing snow to help fund this. The second is a challenge I got from a great graph artist and friend over a year ago now, that I barely started at this point. So I'm starting over with this challenge, for sure finishing it this year, with the stretch goal of finishing it in 30 weeks or less. I'm very dyslexic, so reading has always been a challenge for me, but I plan to read one book on coffee for each month of the year. I have a long list, and some of the books are way shorter than others, so it won't be a steady pace, but that's the goal. In that time, I also hope to finish 6 non-coffee books as well. Honestly, this is probably the one I'm most likely to fail by the largest margin, but I'm going to try. I want to make it through 6 of those unread books on my shelf this year. I have a long list of recording and writing goals to slowly work on over the course of this year, but it's leading up to releasing a full album I can really be proud of in 2019. And getting enough bar gigs to justify some more music lessons and a new pedal, and maybe a new resonator guitar. Oh, and I hope to put at least one good trip in there, and post weekly on YouTube, though if I can post 85% of weeks, I'll consider that a huge success. There are some more unwritten goals, and a dozen other projects I'm working on. Some of these I'll take you guys along for, others are more for just me. But at any rate, this year isn't going to pass me by or hit me by surprise. When I wake up January 1st, I'll be ready. What do you want to focus on this 2018?